Hi friends, if you are new here, then welcome. I am currently learning Korean and I am documenting the ups, downs and everything in between right here on this channel. In today's video, I am going to be studying Hanja for the first time ever. My husband is actually the one who suggested that I look into it, and as my as my husband is Korean, not as my Korean is husband, which is what I was gonna say. As my husband is Korean, I figured that he probably knows what he's talking about. As I've been going through my Korean learning journey, I've noticed that I recognise some vocabulary words, but not fully understand, and apparently a lot of those come from Chinese characters. So that got me curious, will learning Hanja help me to understand Korean better? I am going to be using this book, which is Your First Hanja Guide by Talk to Me in Korean. If you have used any of Talk to Me in Korean's resources before, then you know that they are very beginner friendly, and I am a big fan of Talk to Me in Korean in general, honestly, so that's why I chose this book in particular. Each character comes with its meaning, pronunciation, stroke order, and some example Korean words that use it. So it's not just memorizing random symbols, it's tied directly to vocab that I already know or have seen when I've been studying. Today I'm going to be going through a few of these characters and showing you guys how I am going to study with them and how they might be connected to Korean words that I already know. Okay, so first up is In, and this character kind of looks like a person walking, so that one's pretty easy to remember, I think. Hopefully, at least. It is used in some words that I have already studied, like 인간, which means human or person, and 부인, which means wife. 외국인, of course, I've heard a million times living here, as I am one. So now whenever I see in, I should know that it is referring to a person in some way. Here at the bottom are some example sentences, which is a big reason why I love studying with Talk to Me in Korean. I love that they always give you so many example sentences so that you can actually see the words in a sentence. It makes learning in context really easy, and as we all know, learning in context is the best way to learn, so yeah. The next one is ip, which is enter. This one I have seen in words such as 입구. I learned that before to mean entrance. This one I have also seen to mean entering school. I'm already kind of seeing how learning these characters can really help you understand the vocabulary on a deeper level. Next one is 자. I've seen this one pretty often in my studying, honestly. I think there's a lot of words that use 자. I think the most common one that I've seen, and the one that probably most people who have studied Korean at some point know, is 시작, which means to start. And it does say here that it basically means make or do. We have some example words here, and 시작 is the first one. But honestly, a lot of the other words on this page I haven't studied before. So it's really interesting to see new words and how they also use 자. This word down here is one that really interests me actually, 명작, meaning masterpiece. And then I think the last one that I want to go through today is 학, meaning study. This one is one that I'm really interested in just because I feel like 학 I have seen so many times when I have been learning Korean. Again, it's one that I think if you studied Korean for a little bit, you will have seen it in a lot of words. Basically anything to do with studying, like school, anything like that, you will have come across 학. So there's 학교, which is school, and then as you can see, all of these different words are basically to do with studying or school. So I'm going to go through and do the stroke order, where you basically just have to copy down the Hanja. I'm really glad that they have a guide for you, because trying to freehand these Hanja would be next to impossible for me, I think. I can barely write in Hangul, so yeah, that makes my life much easier. And then this book actually has a review quiz part, so after you've learned some of the hanja, there's like a section where you can go through and just review everything that you learn.
One hour later.
Okay, that was actually kind of fun. Very humbling. Don't get me wrong, very humbling. But mostly fun. There were moments where I was going through the book where I would see words that I recognized and have used many times when I've been speaking and just heard many times. But it's like suddenly the meaning of why the words are the words made more sense. That makes no sense whatsoever. Basically what I'm trying to say is seeing the characters in the words made more sense to me, because it was like, oh, it's hakyo because it has the word the character hak. It was like, oh, now I get why it's called hakyo, because there's hak in it. It means study. So already I can kind of see how learning hanja can make memorization of Korean vocabulary much easier, because it actually attaches a meaning to the word. It doesn't seem like just random words that you have to memorize anymore. It's like it suddenly clicks why the word is the word, and then that I feel like makes it easier to remember. Why the word is the word made no sense. I should have said why the word is made up in the way that it's made up. You know, why hakseng has hak in it. That's what I'm trying to get at. Honestly, in a way, this kind of felt like I was learning Korean from scratch again, but not in a bad way. As I mentioned, it kind of attached a deeper meaning to a lot of the words that I've already studied. So I will definitely be trying to incorporate studying hanja into my study routine, especially the ones that pop up very often in Korean conversation. If you've studied hanja before or are thinking about trying it, please let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think that it is worth it for learners who are just starting out, or for learners who aren't fluent in Korean yet? I'm pretty optimistic myself that it is going to be useful in the future. I think it will make memorizing vocab words and recognizing vocab words much easier for me. And if you are also learning Korean like me, or you just want to follow along on my journey, please do make sure to subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you. I'm still figuring all of this out as I go, honestly, and I would love to have you along on my journey so that we can learn together. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye guys!